The summer of Spider-Man continues. In this series, we are talking about every single live-action Spider-Man movie. Not necessarily reviews of the movies, but reviews of scenes from each one that make it stand out, make it seem emotional overall, what makes the movie memorable for you. And in this case, it's in celebration of Spider-Man Brand New Day, which drops tonight. I got my 7 p.m. showing. I'm so excited. But with that, we are highlighting and celebrating Tom Holland's performance throughout these films, talking about why certain scenes with him work. In this case, we are now on Spider-Man Far From Home, a movie I think is a fucking mess. But with that being said, there is still moments I do love in it, all of its tonal conflictions put aside. Moments that make the movie sing that really do at least give me great scenes in it are towards the third act. I will admit, Far From Home is really good at escalation. I think Far From Home a lot of the time is a contradiction to what we've been doing with Peter Parker's character in the MCU. It feels like a reversion more so than a progression, but there are moments in there that do a great job at progressing him too. It's an odd back and forth Far From Home has with itself. But in this series, we're talking about scenes I like from the movie, and I love the third act of this movie. I do think the last couple of fight moments, the last couple of confrontations in Far From Home are excellent, and you really see it channeled through Tom Holland's performance. And that's the moment he's confronting Mysterio, and the movie's tone shift when Mysterio goes full villain is so great. It's when the movie really steps up and starts showing the tricks up its sleeve. You have a really nice fight on the bridge. You see Spider-Man do some web slinging action with the drone, just going through the illusions, trying to take out Quentin Beck. And I like that this movie has been setting up the spider sense with him, calling it the Peter Tingle with Aunt May. It's about the only thing Aunt May gets to do in this movie is joke about Happy and Spider-Man's Peter Tingle anyway. They kind of fumble on Aunt May until No Way Home, I think. But it all leads to this moment, right, where Peter's confronting Mysterio. Jake Gyllenhaal does a great performance. You see how Peter and Mysterio did form kind of a bond. I do wonder if Quentin Beck did kind of care about Peter ever. I don't think he did, but it'd be interesting because I like how Jake Gyllenhaal feels like sometimes he hints that around, or at least he plays a great performer within the performance. I like that Quentin Beck's commitment to the act is also committed like the movie. Like the movie treats Mysterio like a protagonist for the first half, so the flip still works. For people who know Mysterio, it's great. For people who don't, it's a good twist. One of the clever moments of Far From Home I really enjoy. That moment at the end where they're confronting each other, man, and it leaves Peter to only his devices. Him and his spider sense. His suit gets messed up, his web shooters get destroyed, he's been fighting for a minute, he gets to the top of that bridge, finally gets into the room to confront Beck, and then Beck's like, alright, Bet, come get the glasses. Turns the illusion on. Immediately, Peter takes a moment, he's like, alright, Bet. Breathes, takes in the scenery, uses his spider sense, and the scene has no music. It gets so quiet, and he just starts putting belt to ass on these drones. So much so he gets through it, the music starts queuing up, he's beating ass, and then he gets to Beck, and one of the most badass Tom Holland Spider-Man moments ever is when he's standing there confronting Beck, and then you see Beck try to shoot the gun. Turns out Beck was next to him the whole time. Spider-Man just catches the gun mid-shoot, aims it that way, breaks Beck's hand, and then Nick drops the gun. It's like, dude, all spider sense clean. Like chills. I get chills talking about it. Also, a great moment that Tom Holland exemplified in this is when he goes down to hug MJ and they see each other again. And they ask, like, did you confront Beck? Did you get him? And Peter's like, yeah. But I love that little beat that they take where they focus on Peter and he doesn't look happy about it. That was technically the first death he's had on his hands. I like that this movie just highlights that for a second. That Peter wasn't happy about that. That was one of my flaws with Tasman too. Is like after Electro gets fucking obliterated, Peter's just like, yeah, we did it. Here, at least Tom Holland's like, oh man, I think that guy's dead. That doesn't feel good. I appreciate little moments like that that just make the characters that much more grounded and three-dimensional. It's a badass scene and encompasses what Spider-Man's about in this movie. For all of its tonal conflicts I think Far From Home has leading into it, this third act is incredible. It really does bring the movie up a lot of points. Like, I have to give it credit. Like, Far From Home is not one of my favorites. But the bridge scene, the confrontation, Mysterio being a full villain by the end, really makes it stand out. In a good way. Guys, what is your favorite scene from Spider-Man Far From Home, and what's your favorite Tom Holland Spider-Man moment in general? What are you most excited to see in Spider-Man Brand New Day? Leave a like, leave a comment, come talk about movies with us, come talk about stories with us. I will see you next time.